Hey everybody. I don't know how many of y'all are gonna jump on here and finish our conversation. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was YouTube that got squirrely on me or my software or whatever. I don't know. That stuff I'm still trying to iron out. But we were talking about the holidays and and how much it used to mean to us, the whole holiday season. And Oliver Rust, what's up, dude? How's it going, man? Glad to see you. There he is, Arnis. Glad to see you, Arnis. Yeah, I had a snafu that just dropped the live stream. I don't know why. I don't know if it was uh, YouTube's fault or my fault. It happened the other night, though. I got cut off the other night the same kind of way. Jack Mohack, what's up, dude? Yeah, we're back, dude. Um, I just had to restart the stream and I started it straight from the YouTube website. You know what I mean? That's why none of the banner or anything's here. Nothing, none of my fancy stuff is here. Uh, which I like. I like having the little logo and the membership banner and the live streaming thing. All that stuff is cool. So yeah, Jack Hammurabi's Code. Yeah. Okay. Yep, that's the name that was on the tip of my tongue there. R. Snyder, what's up, dude? Glad to see you here, man. Glad you could make it. But yeah, Hammurabi's Code. That was the one I was thinking of, Jack. You're absolutely right. He had I think the first code of law in, in the recorded history or whatever, the earliest one, the earliest known record of law was Hammurabi, right? Hey Shannon, yeah, back. I just went to the straight to the YouTube website and started a live stream from there. I don't know if the problem was mine or if it was YouTube's, to be honest, but I figure I'd try it this way. I just can't do any of my fancy stuff. When I do live stream straight from YouTube's website, I can't put all my fancy stuff up there, the member banner and everything. So, Peter, Peter Han, what's up? NC Douglas, what's up? Good evening. Glad to see you here. I'm glad you're over here, Peter. Yeah. No, it was just some kind of software snafu. That shit gets to be a pain in the ass. Um, I don't know. I'll work on it. Work on finding out why it's happening because that's the second time it's happened in the last week. So I'll just have to see. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Shannon. It's great when it works, but it's a pain in the ass when it gets screwed up. Irritating. We're right in the middle of a good conversation talking about some cool shit, and then it, just get that spinning thing. And you're doing the same thing you've always done. There's no real reason for it. R. Snyder, dog karma. Yeah, I'm back. I made it back. I don't know how many people will, from the other conversation will follow me over here, but um, yeah, I always have loved the holidays, and I always will. I love them to this day, and I love them for the reasons that that we used to learn about. Goodwill toward men and peace. Peace toward your fellow man and all that stuff. Goodwill and the time of giving and all that. It was just a wonderful time, and it had a lot of good messages. What's up, Roz? Glad to see you here, man. Glad you could make it. Big Country, there he is. All right, it's official now. We're back live. Big Country's here. It's not even a live stream unless Big Country shows up. Yeah, tell all our friends. Glad you can make it, big country. Glad you found the new channel. As you can tell, it looks different because I'm right on the. I went right to the YouTube website and started the live stream from there. So there's no banner and all my cool stuff I have up isn't there. But yeah, kind of sucks. But I like all that cool stuff I have up there. Oh yeah, all the leftovers, Jack. Turkey sandwiches and turkey salad and all kinds of cool stuff. Just the holidays, Snyder. I started out talking about the holidays, and then we started talking about Native American history and all kinds of cool stuff. We were kind of branching out into Native American history and the history of Christianity and what that kind of stuff means today. Um, oh, okay. Oh, you're going to your kids for dinner. Oh, all right. That's pretty cool, Douglas. Yeah. Grit and Grace. Hey, Grit and Grace. Glad you could be here. Switch to ham. That's that's blasphemy, Raz. You got to have turkey, man. Oh, we have ham once in a while for Thanksgiving too. I can't lie. I'm just giving you a hard time. No, I like ham too. Uh, Normally, though, because I like turkey so much, we kind of stick with the turkey thing at my house. But my wife likes to change it up, so she kind of gets to change up with the Christmas dinner, right? Like I think last year, what was it last year? I think we had Chinese for Christmas. So we don't really have a what would that be called, a tradition for Christmas dinner, but for Thanksgiving, yeah, we have turkey and the regular stuff, mashed potatoes, candied yams, the regular traditional Thanksgiving dinner. Metal Gear, what's up, dude? Glad you can make it, man. Oh, thank you. You got to thank my wife for that, though. I'll tell her you said so, Snyder. Yeah, she decorates my stuff for the holidays. She's chomping at the bit to get some Christmas stuff up here. So after Thanksgiving, I think she's probably going to come in here and decorate for Christmas. So I'll have Christmas stuff up here the whole month of December, probably. Oh yeah, yeah, me too. Big country, but I like a good salad too now. Especially if I grow it myself. That's some of the best shit I've ever had is a salad that I go and get out of the garden myself. Yeah, it was alive like 30 seconds ago, and now I'm eating it. And nothing better than that. Banish him, Jack. Oh, okay. All right, Metal Gear. You're a ham guy too. So ham's a pretty popular one. I don't know. I'm a traditionalist when it comes to Thanksgiving. I like to have the turkey, but most of the Thanksgiving dinners I've had ham as well. You know what I mean? We've had both ham and turkey, but my wife would switch it up if you know if I wouldn't whine and complain about it. She'd have to hear about it for the whole year, until the next Thanksgiving. If I didn't get turkey for Thanksgiving, right, I'd whine and complain and bitch and moan for an entire solid year, and so she would never do it again. Oh, all right, Snyder. Yeah, no, throw something else in there. I grew up with Native Americans, had a bunch of Native American friends, and also was had a good friend of mine when I was in the army was Native American, and so I'm not any kind of expert on Native American stuff, but I'm familiar. I've known a lot of Native Americans and kind of uh, I have some point of reference to speak from. It's not like I've met one Native American on a subway or something, and I'm talking out my ass. No, I mean, I actually grew up with Native Americans. 5 birthdays and Christmas all in 5 weeks. Yeah, that means you don't have any money until January, huh, Arnis? Yeah, the presents add up. E-Fog, what's up? Happy Thanksgiving, E-Fog. Glad to see you here, man. Mike Fleisner, my boy, Mike. Glad you're here, Mike. Oh, collecting artifacts, Snyder? Yeah, that's cool, dude. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be bad as hell. You're doing turkey and ham, Mike? All right. Yeah, that I think that's probably the best to do them both. That way, depending on like our son who's here with us, he doesn't like turkey, so probably have to get him some ham. So we'll have both. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Shannon. Gardening isn't this isn't the time of year for that, is it? Yeah, yeah, it's easy to get burnt out on turkey. Douglas, you're right about that. I remember one year, I still have that dog now, the dog I'm about to tell you about, but I was young, shit. So she's about 15. So well, young. I was about 40, late 30s probably. And after Thanksgiving, we had that big aluminum cooking pan you cook the turkey in the oven, and and we ate the turkey and stuff, and it was just a big, like a 20-pound turkey, but just a skeleton left, and that my dog was only 8 months old or something, around a year, maybe she was a year old, and I just went and gave her the entire turkey skeleton. I put her out on the porch, and just a screened in porch, big old screened in porch, and I just put her out there with it, and figured I'd let her have at it, and she ate that whole damn thing. I went out there later, and she was just laying there. She didn't want to move. She ate an entire turkey skeleton, dude. See, it was badass. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, Raziel. Yeah, that has a lot to do with it, how well the turkey is cooked. Yes, 100%. Yeah, true, big country. Yeah, you don't need all the accoutrements if, you adapt to whatever the hell is at hand. NorCal, Northern California, Arnis. Keith Peterson. Yeah, it was a tech glitch of some kind. I don't know if it was on YouTube's end or on my end, but I got to figure it out. I got to iron it out. Either way, I can. Um, it's kind of a pain in the ass, but if that happens from now on, I'll just do what I'm doing now. So y'all just have to wait about 5 minutes, and I'll kick up a new stream, and until I get it ironed out for sure and know what the hell's happening. But you know, but I'll figure it out, even if I have to just stream straight from YouTube like this, or maybe I'll have to, I don't know, find a different software to stream from. I don't know. I'll figure it out though. But yeah, it was a tech glitch. I just don't know where the glitch was right now. I'll have to look into it. Oh yeah. Yeah, Snyder. Yeah. Yeah. People used to eat that kind of stuff all the time. Swans and geese and stuff like that. Oh, all right. All right, Keith. Well, I hope you have a good time, man. Oh, all right. Kids are coming toward the end of December, Keith. Oh, Snyder, I'm Cajun Creole butter injectable marinade. That sounds good, dude. Yeah, I believe you. Do you make that marinade or do you buy it somewhere? Can you order that shit? R. Snyder? Yeah, Roz. Yeah. Well, I don't consider I could be a good cook if I had more time to devote to it, but the stuff I cook is normally pretty damn good. Yeah. Like I'll cook a beef stew or something or and my wife will ask me, I'll give her a little bit of it. Let her have a taste, and she's like, "Damn, this is really good. What the hell? How much of this did you put in there?" I don't, I don't know. I just put in there how much I thought would taste good. I didn't, count out like 1 teaspoon of this and all that. I just shook the thing in there until I thought it was enough, and it almost always is. It just turns out pretty damn good. So I probably could be a decent cook if I had the time to put some effort into it. My wife loves the bread I make, and I almost always uh, kind of customize the bread recipe because I found a bread recipe and I'll customize it. Like it tells me the bread recipe will call for honey, um, but I didn't have any, because the shit's really expensive, so I just took some coconut sugar and put in there. But then the first loaf of bread I made like that, it was real like stiff and it didn't raise up. Like there wasn't enough liquid in it. So then I thought about it. I was like, well, honey is wet and the sugar is dry. So I put extra quarter cup of water in there and that worked. And then I thought about that. I was like, hell, I might as well put a quarter cup of milk in there instead of a quarter cup of water. And that's really good. So yeah, I do stuff like that, just kind of wing it for flavor and stuff and work with it until I figure out what really works really well. 20 minutes before, okay. Never dry, Keith. Yeah. My wife can cook a good damn turkey. 16-ounce bottles with the injector needle at Kroger's. Okay, Snyder. All right. Oh, all right. I've never heard of cowboy butter, Metal Gear. I don't know what the hell that is. All right, Arnis. Thanks for dropping by, man. Yeah, Shannon, I think so too. I love fresh bread. And it was a Native American lady, that same Native American lady. She used to make us fry bread, but she'd make normal bread too. But she made it, she didn't put it in the square pan, to where it was square on the edge. It was just tapered all the time. And it come fresh out of the oven and she just cut the piece off for me and it was kind of shaped like an ice cream cone and she'd put a big old dollop of fresh real butter on top of it and let it melt down there and she'd give it to me. Holy shit, that was good. I still remember that to this day. Yeah, she would make that bread by hand and that was the best bread, and ever since then I've just loved homemade fresh baked hot bread right out of the oven. There's nothing like it. So I got me a little bread machine and I make my own bread. I can't tell you the last time I tasted store-bought bread. I make my own shit. Yeah. Yeah, fry bread is good. That's what I was saying underground earlier on the last live stream. She used to make us fry bread, and damn, that shit's good. Yeah. She used to call it Indian fry bread, and talk about delicious. I wish I knew how to make that stuff. I guess I could look up a recipe online, but I know it's not going to taste like Barbara's, the stuff she used to make for us. That stuff was so good. And then if it didn't taste like hers, then I'd just be disappointed. I'd be mad. Throw that shit away and start over again. Oh, yeah, Mike. Yeah. Out for 2 days. Yeah. I bet homemade bread would make great stuffing, huh? That shit that you buy from the store, there's no telling what's in that bread, that they make that stuffing out of. Yeah, it takes practice though, Raziel. Yeah, it is. It's super easy to mess up bread, but it takes a little practice. But like I said, I've been making my own bread for years. I can't remember the last time I bought bread, so I've had quite a bit of practice at it. It's not like not like I'm talented at bread making. It's been years of trial and error. Oh, okay, that makes sense, Shannon. Yeah. Honey would kind of stunt the bread, yeah, because it is antimicrobial, huh? Oh, all right. Like a chemist, huh, Roz? Yeah, I need to get Metal Gear. I've been thinking about that. I need to get some of that. What's that? What do they call that? The starter or the whatever for the sourdough? They have the stuff you just keep forever and you keep making sourdough out of it. I forget what it's called. Maybe it is starter. But yeah, I need to get some of that. I love sourdough too. I'd like to make my own sourdough, but I don't have any of that. I guess you can make it yourself. Maybe that's what you got to do. Maybe you got to make that stuff yourself. But you got to do the yeast. I don't know. You got to do some kind of fermentation thing with some bacteria or something, and then it grows in your fridge or something. I don't know. I got to look at that up. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Raziel. It is. Well, I've got it down to where I can make it less expensive than good bread at the store. Than the whole wheat the to equal the stuff I make at home, whole wheat, organic and all that shit is like $10 a loaf at the store and I can make, 3 loaves for that. So, um yeah, I could buy cheap white bread at the store for less than I make my own, but I can't buy the same quality of bread. Oh, I bet they're good, Shannon. Yeah. Oh, banana bread. I've actually made banana bread in my bread machine underground, banana bread, and I made some blueberry bread and stuff. That shit is good. But yeah, those are the kind of memories I love. Mine were of Barbara, and she used to make bread like that. But that banana bread, she used to make it for all the kids in the neighborhood. Oh, that's cool, dude. Yeah, that's the kind of memories I love. Yeah, Snyder, me too, dude. All of y'all. There's never been any chaos in the chat here. Everybody's cool and chill and friendly. Even if some dipshit did jump in the middle of our conversation right now and throw some weird shit in the chat, and nobody'd give a shit. You know what I mean? Everybody'd either ignore him or somebody might say something uh, uh, shitty back to him or something, but nobody would freak out over it. And you know what I'm saying? It would be funny if someone responded to an idiot like that. It would be in a funny way. We'd just make fun of him or whatever, not get all butt hurt over it. Yeah. And I get, I get all kinds of comments like Gen X sucks, and people just jump in the comments and say dumb shit about Gen X. And but yeah, uh, all of y'all make this show awesome in the comments, and I appreciate it. But yeah, you're right, Snyder. Yeah, this is the best community, dude, and I owe it to y'all. Yeah, yeah, y'all make this community and this channel something special. Beer bread, I bet that's good, Mike. Yeah, I bet that beer bread's good too, huh? Oh, all right. They never sent it. I I I'm probably just gonna try to make my own, Raziel. Yeah, preservative for the. That's one thing, big country. I like. I'll buy my wife bread, and I have bought bread in the past, and excuse me. Um, a loaf of bread will keep for a week or so, something like that, before it starts getting weird, getting moldy or getting hard or whatever. But my homemade bread with zero preservatives in it, no kind of weird chemicals and shit in it, that my homemade bread will last for 3 weeks easy before it starts getting moldy or drying out or whatever. So I don't understand what's the point in all those preservatives and stuff. How are they preserving when homemade bread is lasts a lot longer? What's the point of the preservatives? So that kind of blows my mind there. Sourdough starter, yeah, okay, big country, yeah. Yeah, I think you can make it yourself. Like Raziel said, he tried to order some, but they never sent it. So you must be able to order it too. But I think I'm just gonna try to make it myself. You might as well. Shit. Yeah, yeah, Keith. That's why I went from white bread, Wonder Bread as a kid, just like most of us did. And then I realized that they bleached. When I read that they bleached the grain to make the bread white, I quit eating white bread. I was 18, 19, probably in the army, 19 years old. I just quit eating white bread altogether. And I ate wheat bread for the rest of my life until the last probably 10 years, maybe 8 years, something like that. Now, I've made my own bread before in the past, but never strictly 100% only eaten, homemade bread, except for like the last 8 years. And now I make my own whole wheat, organic whole wheat bread. It's a little more involved than just, the regular white bread, but it's better. I like the taste better. Oh, all right. Banana bread recipes. Yeah, the my bread machine does banana bread pretty well, but I found a good recipe online too, and the first one I ran across just worked. What's up, Wheel Gauge? Glad to see you here, man. Yeah, French toast. That's one thing, dude. I make my damn homemade bread, whole wheat, organic homemade bread, and then I'm talking a slice off like that, and then you make you a plate of French toast with that shit. Yeah, talk about good. It'll soak this shit up. Man, that's delicious, dude. Yeah, have big old thick slabs of French toast. Yeah, talk about a meal. Oh, okay. Straight wheat or honey wheat? Yeah, the honey wheat's pretty good. Oh, okay. Yeah, I love cornbread too. I've never made cornbread in my bread machine though. Oh yeah, chocolate. Yeah, I love cheesecake. That's one of the things I love. Owen Haskell, what's up, dude? Oh, Owen, Olwyn. Just get a bread machine, man. You can get one, and for relatively inexpensively. Um, I got mine used, as a matter of fact, and I've been using it for like 8 years now. It never missed a lick. Yeah, you can get one inexpensively, and it's super easy. All you do is read off the recipe and just dump the stuff in there and turn it on and walk away. And then in 3 hours, it'll beep at you when your bread's done. Yeah, it's that simple. Oh, dude, underground. Yeah, you're talking my language now. Brown sugar pie, banana cream pie, huckleberry pie. I haven't tasted a huckleberry in so long. Me and my brother used to eat wild huckleberries right off the damn bush, dude. Blackberries too. Yeah, peach pie. One of the best things I ever tasted underground. This lady, she used to make plum dumplings, just like chicken and dumplings, except plum. It was a dessert. Holy shit, that was good. And big old scoop of vanilla ice cream on there and some hot plum dumplings. Whoo, doggy. I got damn, they're making me hungry thinking about that shit. Oh, cranberries and orange zest in cornbread. I've never had that. I bet that's good, Shannon. Yeah. Yeah. Finding anything in today's bioengineered world is hard, Owen. Yeah. I try. That's the reason I make my own stuff as much as I can, is because I just want to know what's going in there. You know what I mean? I want to know what's in it. And if I put each ingredient in there, I knew what was in it. Now I don't. The only real question mark is the damn wheat. I buy the whole grain organic wheat or whatever. It's not that expensive. It's affordable still, even though it's whole grain organic and all that. But flour isn't that damn expensive to buy. But I don't know, the process that they put the wheat through to make the flour. So I'm not 100% sure about that, but it's better than that shit at the store as far as healthy goes, I think. Killer peach cobbler, Jack. Yeah, peach cobbler's good too, dude. Cranberry corn muffins. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds excellent, Shannon. The yeast spores can be kept in years for in the refrigerator. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that like some restaurants, they've been using the same yeast, the same starter for the sourdough for like 100 years, dude. This shit's 100 years old. They just keep using the same stuff, and they put a little bit back and use the same stuff a little bit back. Yeah, shit's 100 years old. Yep, that stuff is cool. Yeah, I use butter. They tell you to use like oil, like vegetable oil and shit. I don't do that. I use butter, Shannon. Oh, okay. All right. Rye bread. A lot of people like rye bread. I never did acquire a taste for white rye bread. I never have liked it. My wife loves it. Loves rye bread. Not me. Oh, okay. You don't need a bread machine. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, huh? Raziel, you shouldn't need one. Huckleberry ice cream. I bet that shit's good, Roz. Yeah. Uh No, if handmade bread tastes better than one made in a bread machine, I don't think so. No, because I honestly don't think so because you're using the same good ingredients, and it's fresh out of the oven. The only way it could taste better, I think, in because you have to knead it for a certain amount of time. You can't knead it too much, and you have to knead it enough. So you can't really vary uh, a, a large amount on the kneading, how much you need it and stuff. So that can't change the taste. Um, the only difference is that you might bake it a little longer, get a little crispier crust if that's what you're into, or a little shorter. But you can't go too short because then it'll be raw in the middle. So no, I don't think so, man. Metal Gear. I don't think that it would be any better handmade than in a bread machine. Not if you use the same ingredients anyway. Really? Snyder, is that true, dude? The yeast is already on the grapes? I did not know that. Did not know that. Oh, bread pudding with raisins. Yeah, I love that shit. Who said that? Oh, Mike Fleisner. Yeah, dude. I love bread pudding, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I just looked into that for my wife underground, the low carb uh bread. And yeah, they have bread machine recipes. You just have to get the right stuff, like you're saying, almond flour. So, but almond flour isn't going to want to act the same way as wheat flour. So you might have to add something else to it to get it to rise up like wheat flour. You know what I mean? To get it to act the same way. But yeah, it's totally doable. I just looked it up for my wife, as a matter of fact. Oh, damn, Jack. Wild blackberries and make hand churned ice cream with them. That sounds like some good shit, dude. Oh, I bet, dude. Yeah. Use a coffee grinder to make your own cream of wheat, huh? Underground? Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, and yeah. Fresh blackberries are so awesome. We live in a place and there was just this whole field of blackberry vines. Me and my brother, we like clipped and dug tunnels through, and we would pick blackberries from every angle because we had these tunnels through this entire field of blackberry vines. And my mom would make jams and jellies and pies and and all that stuff. The cobblers and stuff. Yeah, that stuff was so good. Oh, 250-year-old starter? Oh, damn, Raziel. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Was it expensive? I know they didn't send it to you. You told me that, but was it expensive? I still think I'm gonna try to make my own though first before I try to order some. Oh, rhubarb pie too. Yeah, I like some rhubarb pie, dude. Rusty, the rhubarb, strawberry rhubarb pie. That shit's good. Pumpernickel bread? I don't think I've ever had pumpernickel bread, Jack. I'm not. No, I don't think I've never had it. Yeah, rye bread. It's got isn't the rye bread the one with the little black seeds in it? I think. If I and now I'm pretty sure that's the one. Yeah, that's the one I don't like because it's got those little black seeds in it. Okay. Those are the caraway seeds, Shannon. Okay. Yeah, I just read Shannon's comment. Yeah, that's what I don't like about it is those seeds. Oh yeah. Yeah, Schneider. Definitely better than the stuff at the store. Yeah, Raziel. Yeah, that's how I make, I'll make my own oatmeal raisin cookies sometimes. Yeah, I just put it on the dough setting and put everything in there and it mixes it up for me. And I come out and just scoop it out onto the cookie pan, pop it in the oven. Yeah. Yeah. I love my bread machine. I'll make all kinds of stuff with it. Oh, that's why grapes look frosted because they're all yeasted up, huh, Nyclerics? Huh. I did not know that, dude. Yeah, I did not know that. Nature's first alcohol was the grapes. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, 50 pound. Yeah. Yeah, that would be the way to go, huh, Ra? I've thought about that, how I could mill my own flour. I've thought about that too. Okay. Yeah, get your own grain mill and then a source of 50-pound sacks of wheat. I wonder how long those sacks would keep. You know what I mean? Would they keep for weeks or months or years if you just bought raw wheat? That's something to think of, something to consider. No, I don't remember that. Messing with the spiders, Owen. No, I don't remember doing that. It was a long time ago, though. I mean, me and my brother, we were like in kindergarten or first grade during that time. That's the thing I want to get underground is an ice cream maker. That's uh my next thing I want is an ice cream maker. I want to, but I got to find a source I got to find a farmer's market around here that sells, raw milk because I don't want to buy milk from the store to make it. I want that shit to be real. Oh, okay, Raziel. They didn't send it because of the shipping costs. Okay. The more eggs and cream, the richer and smoother the ice cream. Okay, underground. The black seeds are bugs. All right. Yeah. That kind of stuff has never bothered me though. I'm the person that'll, eat he'd be eating an apple and see a hole, a wormhole in it and too late now. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't eat it if I saw it in the beginning, but if I already swallowed a couple bites of it, shit, it's too late now. Yeah, hot apple pie. That's one of my favorite things, dude. Hot apple pie a la mode. Shit. Yeah. Yeah, Owen. Yeah. It's good memories, dude. Yeah, me too. Oh, the oils in the whole grain can go rancid. I did not know that. Okay, so should keep those in the freezer. Okay, Shannon, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, okay. 40-year-old wheat and it was still good though? Okay. All right. So I figure, oh, okay. Yeah. Cracked. But as long as the like weevils and rats and shit don't get into it, it should keep for quite a while. No, I don't know. Never too old, Keith. You might feel too old, but I've seen people get married at 70, 80 years old. But that's it, I think that's more out of loneliness, someone who's comfortable just being by themselves. I don't think they would feel the need. Oh yeah, night clerics, yeah. But that's the thing about me is that my favorite ice cream is just vanilla. You know what I'm saying? My favorite, if I buy ice cream, it's usually vanilla. Although I did come across some damn, what was it? Blueberry cobbler ice cream, flavored ice cream, Bluebell brand. That shit was good. I was eating that for a while. No, you need some milk too, Olin. Custard style ice cream? That sounds good. I've never thought about that. Okay, get the ice cream maker with the bucket you freeze. Okay. All right, Underground. I'll remember that. Oh, okay. Snyder. You have one for family gatherings? Yeah, uh ever since I got my bread maker and I, really enjoy making my own bread and stuff, I've wanted to get one. I just need to go ahead and pull the trigger one of these days when I have a few extra dollars to piss away. Oh, apples? Huh. I didn't know that big country. Oh, okay. All right, Underground. I'll remember that. Yeah. With those packets in a sealed bucket, huh? Okay. All right. Yeah, something like that. Like wheat, source your own wheat. Hey, caveman, thank you, man. I appreciate that, buddy. Butter pecan, yeah. Maple walnut and black raspberry, huh, caveman? Yeah. I bet that shit's delicious too. Got to get them to know one another, huh, old man? Yeah. Yeah, there's something about that, the stuff that we just take for granted and go by. And when you get kind of marriage between convenience and homemade, like a bread maker or an ice cream maker, um, then you kind of get the best of both worlds. It's not quite as convenient as just bringing some shit home from the grocery store, yes, but it tastes so much better. Yeah, you can't. I can't. That's why I know how much better my homemade bread tastes. So I can only imagine that the ice cream will be the same way. Yeah, yeah, you're right. And that Snyder, that's one of the great things about this community is we get to get on here and hang out and talk about this kind of stuff. Where else can you go from talking about ice cream makers and bread makers to quantum physics and religion and universal shit and conspiracy theories, cavemen and Bigfoot and shit. So yeah, I really love this community and how wide open we are to different ideas and it just able to discuss them, no matter what it is, if it's Christianity or aliens or the Anunnaki, whatever. Everyone here is open to discuss that stuff in just a calm, logical way, whether you buy into it or not. With flat Earth, shit, that's awesome. We can talk about flat Earth. So yeah, I love this community and the conversations that we have. Oh, Daniel Looney. If you want to talk prepping, we'll talk prepping, dude. Yeah, we can talk about that too. All right, caveman. Yeah, I might get me an ice cream machine, dude. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Seriously. Yeah, I appreciate that a lot. You can get the whole grains at a feed mill underground. Okay. I don't know how much is grown down here though in Florida. We're not like, not like the wheat capital of anywhere. So I don't know. I might have to order it and have it shipped. I don't know. Real fudge in a saucepan is hard labor. Yeah. Some of that stuff is, dude. Some of that shit's actual real hard work. So, oh, all right. Well, thank you, Jack. Thank you for liking it. Yeah, and everybody, if you would give this one a thumbs up too, I appreciate it. Yeah, caveman, it does not. It does not. I mean, used to you go to the grocery store and the stuff was made from real actual ingredients. Now it's just made with bullshit chemicals and stuff, honestly. So, yeah, uh, especially I've noticed like McDonald's and Burger King and stuff, those fast food joints, because I won't visit them for literally like 10 years. And I hadn't been in decades. And I just went to Burger King probably a year and a half ago, something like that, 2 years ago. And I ordered the thing I normally ordered, a double Whopper with cheese or whatever. And I went to eat that thing and it just tasted like shit. It did. I had to choke it down because I just paid $15. Now they're even more than that probably. But I wasn't going to throw $15 in the garbage can. So I choked it down, but it was not good, dude. And I remember it being good, It used to be good, but it's not anymore. Get a blender from Salvation Army store. Okay. Yeah, I know we got one close to here. I need to go there. I don't know if they're open on Sundays though. That's the only real day off I have. Yeah, night clerics, ice cream prepping. Yeah, dude. Yeah, trying to figure out how to make it last 50 years. The first rule of flat Earth is you don't talk about flat Earth. Yeah. Yeah, Raziel. Oh yeah, night clerics. I bet. I haven't eaten spam in a long time, but I bet it tastes like shit now. Yeah. Living and active. Hey, glad you could be here. Glad you showed up. Yeah, keep a full pantry. Yeah, Daniel Looney. Yeah, that is a lot of hard work, Mike, for little return. The old hand crank ones, you're right. Oh, honestly, I don't know. I can put one on the thing if you want, on Redbubble. I got to put probably going to do that this weekend, put some stuff on Redbubble so I can put one on here. I honestly don't know. My wife got this for me. a while ago. I don't remember where she got it. I don't know if she ever told me. It just showed up one day. She handed it to me. Yeah, but she knows I like this kind of shit, you know? Yeah, underground. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. We don't have to agree on everything. We don't have to. And that seems like that's the way the world is going. Like, because if I disagree with you, it's like me belittling you or insulting you or something, and you're supposed, and people get all mad and get hurt and injured, like it's violence to disagree with someone, to believe something else. It's just ridiculous. People can believe the complete opposite things and just have a good conversation about them, present their sides, and hey, and it's fun. A lot of the stuff we believe in is just fun. you know if I want to believe in Bigfoot and flat earth and aliens, why not? It's fun. Let's talk about it. It's cool. So but people want to get all pissed off, and get all butt hurt over stuff. I don't understand it. Yeah, Snyder, you're right. Yeah, any conversation we have helps us all. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Schneider. I agree. And we are the best generation. Yeah. Well, I think we are the best generation alive today. The bread bastard, 5,000. Yeah, 5 gallon. That's what Roz was just saying, that 5 gallon food grade buckets. Yep, dried rice, beans, noodles, and flour, shit like that. Yeah, caveman, exactly, dude. Yep. Yeah, old one, I always do. Now, always until this video, I didn't, because I was trying to switch over real quick. Um, but I can later, after the video's over, I can go in and add it. But if you go back to my recent live streams before this, you just go down in the description, and the link to Redbubble's in there. Yeah, any of my videos except this one, the one you're asking me about. Yeah, no, I didn't do it on this one. But yeah, it's in all of my other videos though. Yeah, Snyder, Gen X, we got this shit, dude. Oh, dude, yeah. See, and that's another thing. Mike Fleisner says he's got his mom's Hamilton Beach blender from 1975 and shit, dude, and the thing's still working. This bullshit they make today is all plastic and throwaway and disposable and all this shit. That shit pisses me off when I think about it. Oh, cool, dude. Rotary and a touchstone. Yeah, living. Yeah, apocalypse ready. You got that right, Snyder. Yeah, Razio. Yeah. Yep. No one's right about everything. The only way we can learn anything is by listening to people you disagree with. Exactly. And you and l- learning, hearing things that upset you is learning how to toughen the hell up, right? If you hear a bunch of shit that upsets you and you just keep your damn mouth shut and don't get all hurt and insulted by it, and just realize that's just somebody else's opinion, that's a learning process too. I'm learning how to be an adult, number one, toughen the hell up and have a real adult conversation. So yeah, that's a good thing too. Oh yeah, living. Yeah, the shit is getting outrageously expensive. I mean, ridiculously expensive. A pack of damn beef sticks, like 10 beef sticks, $20. $20 for a pack of damn, just a regular pack of beef sticks. It's ridiculous. A watermelon this big, not a big old crazy one, a watermelon this big, $15. I looked at that damn thing. Have y'all lost your minds? You know, I'm not buying that shit. You're gonna pay $15 for, for a tiny ass watermelon like that. I remember when the big ones, I mean, the big ones were $5. But that's that's the inflation bullshit, and that's all because of the government. The government destroys our money, the value of our money, by printing more, which they don't print anymore. Most of it is just manifested in the ether of the internet. But I say print because that's just a term that's used. And by borrowing $37 trillion from the central bank, the privately owned central bank that they call the Federal Reserve, and want us to believe that is part of our government. But yeah, and they that's another form of theft. They keep borrowing money, and a lot of that ends up in their pockets. And then they print up more and more money and all this shit, and they're stealing the value of our money and making us poorer almost daily. It's, oh man, that shit pisses me off so bad. Yeah. Yeah, underground, yeah. Getting the old ones that still work, that's the way to go. I like the old hand tools. I'm a handyman, and but I like the old hand crank drills. I've got a couple of them with the long old style drill bits. I like that old stuff. The old hand planes and saws and all that. Yeah. I've heard that KitchenAid was still good. Some brands still are. All right, Snyder. Yeah, I'll think about that. I do have some knowledge and stuff about just the way I grew up and army training and stuff like that. So I could probably do a pretty decent video series on that kind of stuff. So give me a couple weeks to to get a plan, and maybe I'll start doing one video a week on that topic. Does that sound good, Snyder? That would be cool, big country. Put our old phone number on the medallion in the middle. Yeah, let me see. I'll look into it. I'll check into it when I do it, big country. Yeah. Living and active. What is Redbubble? It's just the store I use for the Gen X Stinks merchandise. So, if you want to, I've got some t-shirts that are on there. This particular one I don't have on there yet. But if this hat, you can buy this same hat at Redbubble. And I've got a few shirts and t-shirts, coffee mugs, all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? It's just branded with Gen X and Gen X Stink stuff. And each, what do you want to call them? Like, video creator like me, I can make my own store in there and upload my own images to it, and they make the t-shirts and stuff, cups and stuff like that. I had this one, like coffee cups, Gen X thinks leave us alone. I've got that there. Just just stuff like that. Neat. None of it's none of it's really important stuff. It's just neat, kind of Gen X themed and Gen X thinks themed stuff. Okay, Metal Gear. Yeah, surviving in all aspects of life. Yeah. All right. Let me have a week or two to think on it, and I'll start doing a line of videos on that kind of topic. Jody Furnish, hey. Hey, well, I'm glad you stopped by to say hi. Living and active, yeah, hand crank everything. That's where I want to be. Yeah. I want to have everything hand cranked at some point. Well, I can't say everything because my bread machine. Well, I'd like to have the time actually to make the bread by hand and get skilled at that. So yeah, I'd rather do it by hand. I just don't have the time right now. So, but my bread machine is a good replacement. Happy Thanksgiving, Jody. Oh yeah, that new stuff, any of that new shit, um, is garbage, old one. Yeah, but I've heard that about Samsung fridges. Yeah, I will, big country. Yeah, after Thanksgiving, you'll see how well she does with Christmas here. She's gonna go, full throttle on Christmas back here. So I'm kind of excited to see what she does there. Yeah, Metal Gear. Well, they can't grasp the concept of simple living. They're just born into this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And they think this is real life and this is reality and this is important and all this stuff. And they have no idea what's important and what real living is. So, and you when you grow up in a fake society like this, and Gen X Everclear Challenge winner. Yeah, caveman. Yeah, but yeah, they don't. You're right, though. Metal Gear, you're absolutely right, dude. All of us have hidden secrets for living. Yeah, you have to pick a street. What do you mean by that, Schneider? If you like being alive, you have to pick a street. I don't understand what you mean by that, buddy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would like to have the old wood burning cooking stove, like they used to have them in the kitchen, and you'd start a fire in there and fry your eggs on that. No electricity at all. That's what I'd like to have one day. Battlestar Galactica from Basic Legos. That's pretty kick-ass, caveman. I'm serious, dude. That's badass. No shit. That is pretty damn cool, Raziel. Yeah. A steam engine running with leather belts. That's badass, dude. That's steampunk. Yeah. 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 A if it, watered down political correct version of history, crab man. If not, just straight up lies. Yeah, Schneider. Yeah. Skills brought to the group is very important. Yeah. Yeah, caveman. You're probably right. That shit is getting so expensive now, just like with groceries and everything else. Yeah, anything that you can get to spin can generate electricity. Isn't that right, Raziel? Because all you need is a magnet and some copper wire. And if you can spin the magnet, find some way to spin the magnet, then you're creating electricity. Isn't that true? All right, Ezekiel. Thanks for dropping by, buddy. Yep, I think it's time. I got to sign out too, everybody. Thanks for following me over. I'm gonna try to get that thing, whatever glitch happened to kick us off the last live stream I originally started. I'm gonna try to get that fixed, whatever it was, and take care of that shit. All right, but want to say thank you for stopping by. I want to remind everyone about the Thanksgiving Day episode. For those of you who haven't heard about it yet, I'm going to do a Thanksgiving Day episode, and mostly for people who don't have anybody else to hang out with at home. You can come hang out with me. Um, I'm not asking anybody to, to leave their families and come support the channel on Thanksgiving. So no sweat if you don't want to watch that episode. But I just want to let anybody who would like to watch it and hang out with me on Thanksgiving, I want you to know that I'll be here and I'll be available. Okay. So that's what that's about. It'll start at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and it's just going to go as long as we want it to, until my ass gets so tired from sitting here that I got to go. So it might be 3, 4, 5 hours. I don't know. So, but we're just going to hang out and talk and about anything and everything like we normally do. And we just, so we'll have somebody to hang out with on Thanksgiving Day, pretty much. So if you want to hang out, you're invited, but no sweat if you don't. It's not about supporting the channel on that day. It's just about hanging out, and not being alone. Okay. So I want to thank everybody. Big Country, Raziel, Old Man, Snyder, Electronic Music Underground, Keith Peterson, Rusty Doob, Crabman, Living and Active, Caveman. Thanks again, Caveman. I appreciate that so much, buddy. Jack Mohack, Olwyn Haskell, R. Snyder, Keith Peterson. Who else we got? I know Shannon was here. Dog Karma. Did I get everybody? Oh, Metal Gear. Can't forget Metal Gear. Jody Furnish. I think she just came and went. She just hopped in for a second to say hi. But we'll say, Daniel Looney. Who else? Did I say Big Country already? My boy Mike Fleisner. All right. Nyclerics. Wheel Gauge. All right. Okay. I think I got everybody. If I missed your name, I apologize. But I still want to say goodbye. Have a great evening. And happy Thanksgiving if I don't see you again. But y'all, thank you so much for coming by and hanging out with me and talking about anything and everything like we do, and just being awesome Gen Xers in general. All right. As always, stay frosty, Gen X, and I'll see you on the next one.